blow, one of the wandering ghouls brushes up against Alexander. The touch of the putrid flesh dissolves the living matter like acid.
Tickets up. Next.
Alexander's mother always told him to avoid bad ghouls.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and a very big welcome back to you, and welcome back to... oh, sorry about that. Welcome back to Heir Saturday. And we are back with some more King's Quest 6. So, we just made friends with Cassima, or let Cassima know that we're
pulls
here.
out his magic map.
Now, we're going to go for 4 points. We need to go to the Isle
Alexander
of the
feels a
Mists.
strange pulling sensation.
And there's
Did you see that?
druids.
The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
Grab him.
Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
Oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, this looks friendly.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place, but as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh, Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must be the foreigner we were warned about. How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival. Place him in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage.
How are we going to get us up out of this one?
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire. Alexander starts to feel a little warm. The bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage! Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. As he does so, a strand of Beauty's hair that had been caught in the mantle comes free of the clothes. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
Well, we fixed that now, didn't we?
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down! I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Wazir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The Oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad.
The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess. But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
Ah, that is a blacker matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain, lord of coldness and despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
Okay, so I guess we're heading to the realm of the dead. Let's follow out these 4 so we can cross the river Styx. So I do need that, so I do need some embers.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
So now I'm going to change color. So now I need the strand of... That's the
There's no
strand.
point in using an object on itself.
That is the strand of hair, is it not?
Alexander has a single strand of Beauty's golden hair.
So I need to put that in there.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull.
And then...
The spoiled egg has a slightly yellowed shell that bulges in spots from the pressure of the gases inside.
we need the spoiled egg.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Zounds, the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Okay, so that is ready, and now our next step will be the Isle of the Sacred Mountains again. So much island hopping in this game.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Means we have to go up those steps again, but at least this time we don't have to worry about doing all the puzzles.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa,
What you doing?
whoa, wait.
This part is
Whoa,
so
wait.
annoying.
Whoa, wait.
I don't know if I have to go up the entire set
Whoa,
or
wait.
if it just skips some of it. Ah, cool. Skip some of it. So here we have
Alexander
midnight.
arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb. A mighty winged horse, the color of midnight, is feeding from the nightshade bush. The creature must be Nightmare, the one the druid spoke about.
So we have a spell for that. Is that the spell book?
Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Nope, that's the spell book. So we don't want that one. We already used that one. We want this one. So the Skull of Embers, the Brimstone from the Egg, and a Strand of Pure Maiden Heart. We will cast that.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Oh, it's got a little finger and it's
Nightmare
beckoning it
flares her
over.
nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the human so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Now ride!
Right, there is shenanigans to be had.
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
Okay, so I think this is where we're going to leave this one, ladies and gentlemen, because we now need to make sure that we don't touch any of these ghouls. And if you like what you see, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and